What's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with another video. And we are now just 3 days away from the 2020 NFL Draft. Now, I honestly think this is one of the most intriguing drafts in a very long time. Not just because there's the potential for utter chaos in the actual draft. I mean, every draft has chaos between teams jumping up and trading down on the board, players going where we didn't expect. But with this being a completely digital draft this year, you now have the lingering threat of technical difficulties. In fact, during their little mock draft test run earlier today, I heard they did run into some issues, but it wasn't major. They got things figured out quickly, and then after that, things went on without a hitch. So if you ask me, I'm pretty confident that Thursday will go on flawlessly. But honestly, you never know. I mean, we're talking about technology here. You don't know what's going to happen. But it'll be really interesting to see what the Browns do at 10. Of course, you know who I want at 10. But yeah, we'll see what they do. Now, another thing that I'm going to be watching is the possibility of players getting traded during the draft. Now, a couple of days ago, Field Yates mentioned some names on Twitter who he thinks could be traded during draft week. And he mentioned Yannick Ngakoue, of course, Leonard Fournette, Jamal Adams, that's a very interesting one, Trent Williams, and Anthony Harris. Now, of those 5 names, I could see 3 of those guys getting traded during the draft. Yannick Ngakoue, Leonard Fournette, and Trent Williams. And I honestly think the Browns could trade for Trent Williams if they don't get a tackle at 10. That's the way I see it. Could you imagine if we get Simmons at 10 or whatever, and then we trade for Trent Williams? Oh, I would absolutely freaking love that. But honestly, I don't know if that's going to happen. But I do see someone getting traded during the draft. The thing is, who? We have to wait and find out. Now, speaking of Yannick Ngakoue, I don't know if you guys saw my guy Anatana's video from earlier today. Of course, in that video, he was talking about the Giants spending significant time with Iowa tackle Tristan Wirfs. By the way, shout out to Anatana. Great video as always. But he also talked about Yannick Ngakoue possibly getting traded. Now, if you follow Yannick on Twitter, you would have seen that he's been going crazy on Twitter as of late. A couple of days ago, he tweeted on April 15th, clock ticking, with ticking in all caps. On April 17th, he tweeted, "In God I trust." On April 18th, he tweeted a checkered flag emoji. That's a pretty interesting one, meaning maybe he's finished. I don't know. 3 hours ago, he tweeted hashtag free Yan in all caps. And then, of course, right after that, he tweeted the tweet that Anatana mentioned, where he said, and I quote, "Tired of the back and forth at Jaguars. Let's get this ish done." Pretty much he's tired of the charades that the Jaguars are putting on, and safe to say he wants out. Yeah. Now, if you thought he was finished there, he was just getting started. Because right after that, I think it was even before that, actually, because if you look, he tweeted, "Tired of the back and forth at Jaguars. Let's get this ish done" at 1:17 p.m. You look 1 minute before that, this dude name dropped his own team's co-owner. At 1:16 p.m., he tweeted at Tony Khan, "Stop hiding, Mo." And then that started a whole argument between he and Tony. Tony responded by saying, I'm not in hiding, sir. I'm in isolation getting ready for the draft. I've been pretty active on social media in isolation, but you wouldn't know that since you unfollowed me," again, with again in parentheses. Tony Khan, savage. Ooh, damn. And then Yannick Ngakoue fired back by saying, "Since you're feeling might today, let's both let the world in on the truth. We had a discussion that the Chargers game was my last game. Yet you try to backdoor the situation without answering any of my camp's calls. SMH, shaking my head. You spoiled brat, holding up people for no reason. And then he ended it with the clown emoji. So he's calling his team's co-owner a straight up clown. Ooh, damn, Yannick, you acting a fool out here. But that's not it. Tony responded by saying, and I quote, "It's a new regime here, sir. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for all the contributions you made here. That said, tweeting insults at me won't get you traded any faster. Only good trade compensation will do that. And I'm pretty sure the compensation won't be the greatest now that he's going on here acting a fool on Twitter." And then Tony ended it by saying, "Please redirect your efforts into a more productive outlet." And then Yannick finished it all up by saying, "Just trade me. I don't need the speech," with the checkered flag emoji. Now, after all that, he then tweeted the following: "People are really tough on the internet. Kills me. Wow." And then he also tweeted a GIF of AJ Styles doing a front flip and completely missing. So, yeah, safe to say Yannick Ngakoue was acting a fool on Twitter earlier today. Love to see that. Do I think the Browns are going to trade for Ngakoue? No. I think we're more likely to trade for Trent Williams. That's another thing, too. Trent Williams doesn't like being in D.C., yet you don't see him on Twitter acting a fool. Wow, that's crazy. But yeah, that's pretty much going to wrap it up for this video. And got 3 days until the draft. We'll see what else comes up. I'm sure there'll be more rumors the closer we get. I've already heard a rumor that the Browns are possibly looking at trading down, maybe with the Broncos, but we'll see what happens. If I hear anything, I'll be sure to let you guys know. But that's going to wrap it up. I'm Crazy Dog 99. Let's go Browns. And I'm out.